Going to catch you up with my right shoulder replacement. I got my replacement in May 12th, and then at the start of June, I started to do therapy using functional range systems. And I've really concentrated on my thoracic and my ribs as well, which I haven't seen in any type of video or any type of physiotherapy. But using a lot of segmentation and lengthening, separating of my ribs in my thoracic area has really helped rapidly or accelerate the healing of my shoulder. So I think a lot of people ignore their ribs, but you've been compressing your ribs if you've had a rotator cuff or a shoulder problem. So you've got to stretch it out, you've got to separate it, you've got to bring life back to the ribs. So that's what I did, and I tried to find different type of movements and concentrations to either separate the ribs, clamp them down along with the scapula while I was moving my glenohumeral or my shoulder, and then vice versa, just working on the ribs themselves. So you have to pay a lot of attention to your scapula and to your ribs. Here again, I'm trying to keep my ribs separated and just trying to find natural movements of reaching for the far shoulder, scratching the top of your head, but fluidity. You really want to find fluidity with tension and work the progressive and regressive side of the tissue. Here was a good measurement, finally being able to keep my elbow in extension as I had it overhead. And then doing the behind the neck bench press type of movement without having to drive my neck forward. So this was a really good exercise that really helped me. It gave me metrics as to if my if my shoulders were moving in the right place. Finally starting to do a lot more bilateral approach, getting my good shoulder to teach my new shoulder how to move. I really believe in signaling it that way. So doing bilateral movements, both of them at the same time. And then all the while hitting the gym, starting to do the weights again, kind of some traditional training just because it's fun. I just enjoy it. And then more functional stuff using ankle weights actually on my wrist and still using the cars and just different exercises from the system to continually mobilize and strengthen the joint. And finally, some good old push-ups daily. Really happy to finally be able to do that and build the chest up.